YouTube is a video sharing platform that people are using nowadays to either get entertained or educated. But if you clicked on this video, you might be genuinely curious on how you can be someone that makes money using YouTube. I say that because this video is titled 10 Things I Love About Being a YouTuber. So you just gotta be a tad bit curious. With that being said, I've been a YouTuber for over 5 years and I have 2 monetized channels at the time of the recording of this video. So when it comes to YouTube and the benefits that it offers, I would say that I'm qualified to talk on it to some degree. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you 10 things I love about being a YouTuber. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, this is Elijah with Financial Anatomy, the place where you can learn how to take control of your financial destiny. On this channel, I talk about a variety of things involving personal finance, and that includes making money or things surrounded around money. And since YouTube is a source of my income, this qualifies. So I'm going to share with you 10 things I love about being a YouTuber. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some things I don't like about being a YouTuber, but that's for another video. So if you're interested in checking that video out, that might be a reason to subscribe so you can see when that video drops. And if it's already dropped, there'll be a link in the description and pinned comment where you can see 10 things I don't like about being a YouTuber, just to give you a balanced perspective. But we're talking about the love in this video, so let's get to it. The first thing I love is the sense of community that is built once you build your channel. This is kind of inevitable because you're going to be making content on something and people are going to be drawn to that content, and it's going to build a mini community around whatever you're talking about, whether it's going to be something funny, entertaining, educational like this channel. A community is going to be built. Now, if you just post random stuff, I guess this doesn't apply, but for me, I focus on personal finance and I love the community it's built. And even on my other channel, the App Lifestyle with the gig economy, I do like the community that's built of gig workers that just want to make some additional money using apps. That means y'all have a lot of things in common in terms of likes and dislikes, and that can often be used for inspiration for new content, and you can just be a conduit for kind of speaking out for your audience. That's something that I personally like, and if you're big into communities yourself, you'll definitely find that to be a plus. The second thing that I love, and let's just be honest, it's the reason most of us may be interested in YouTube in the first place, is the money that can be made, but specifically, a lot of people picture the ad revenue. So at the time of this recording, I make around $1,500 per month just off the Financial Anatomy YouTube channel, and between $60 to $100 off the App Lifestyle. Now, there is a little caveat to that income that makes it a little more desirable than you might think, because on the surface, it's not really a lot of money, but I always say when something branches into the 4 figures, it gives you options to do something, because 4 figures is usually when you can take care of something using that money. And that does apply here. But without a doubt, YouTube can be a source of money via ad revenue. We can't get around that. It's a way to make money. So for people that are kind of crapping on ad revenue, it is a way to make money. If they took it away, I think you'd have a problem with it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I love the fact that you can make money using ad revenue. Of course, one thing to keep in mind here is that your channel needs to be monetized, and you'll need 4,000 hours of watch time within a year's worth of time and 1,000 subscribers to make that happen. But as long as you're consistent, uploading at least once or twice a week for a duration of time, it's pretty achievable. I would just say that being consistent will get you to that milestone. So don't think of it as some huge thing that takes forever to get to. The key word there is just consistency. The third thing that I love about being a YouTuber is you have an opportunity to promote other products. This is known as affiliate marketing. Now, you could promote other products for the sake of doing it, but some tells me you want a little piece of doing so. And the good news is companies want to give you a little piece too. They just take it out of their advertising budget. So why not make everyone happy and promote other products that could benefit your audience? Now, that last part is important. I don't recommend just promoting some random stuff. It should be stuff that's really valuable to your audience. And a lot of times it's something that they're probably going to pick up anyway, but since you have an affiliate link, they use your link, and then you get paid for it. Great example of this is on my other channel, the app Lifestyle. There's a popular gas saving app called GetUpside, and for each person that signs up, you get 15 cents per gallon off of the next time you fill up at the pump. But more importantly, in my opinion, is every time they fill up at the pump, you get 1 cent per gallon for the rest of their lifetime of them using GetUpside for them filling up. That's a pretty interesting affiliate program and a pretty fun one and profitable one. Of course, that's just one example. I could give several examples, but we would be here for days. So I think you get the gist of what I'm going for. The fourth thing that I love about being a YouTuber is you have control over your money to some degree. And this is a real quick one because, let's be honest, y'all know this. But what I mean is you can control how many videos you're putting out, and how many videos you put out on a weekly or monthly basis determines pretty much how much money you're going to be making for that month and for next month. But since y'all already know this, not going to drag this one out that much because everyone here knows that. So let's move on to number 5. The fifth thing that I love about being a YouTuber is if you set it up right, it has the potential to be passive income. So remember what I said about there's a caveat to the ad revenue that I was talking about in terms of like some's going to make it more special? Well, here we are. So the type of videos I make are known as evergreen content. That means that there's going to be a demand for that type of content for quite some time, a few years. That means that that content is going to keep bringing in views for the channel, and views when you're a YouTuber equal money. So that money that I showed on the screen when we were talking about ad revenue actually is about 80 to 90% passive. Now there is some money generated from the content that I do make in that month, but it's not that much. Most of it is coming from previous work that I've already done. Now some of y'all know that for the first quarter of this year, I was heavily involved in building my Airbnb business, so I did not upload that much on YouTube. And the interesting thing about that is my earnings from this channel actually kept increasing. You would think they would decrease from the lower activity that I would normally do, which is posting 3 times a week. No, the revenue actually kept increasing because of the way that my channel is set up. I make evergreen content. That content has a good chance of building more views over time. So that had the side effect of my money going up even though I uploaded less, and I had the time to go and build something else in terms of another business. What can you argue about that? Gotta love it. The sixth thing that I like about being a YouTuber is you have the opportunity to promote your own products. Now this is assuming that you do have your own products, but y'all have heard me talk several times about my book, The Anatomy of Financial Success, the key to building financial confidence and destroying insecurities about money. And several book sales have come from me just mentioning it on my videos and in the description and the pinned comment. These are places that you can promote your own products at. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone that watches your video is going to go check out your products, but I want you to think of it like this. Let's say if your channel gets 100,000 views every month and you're mentioning your products in videos and they're in the descriptions. If 1% of that checks out your product, a certain percentage of that is going to buy. And all of this is actually happening in the background because you've already made the video. You've already put it in the description and the pinned comments. So it's just something that's working for you on autopilot, and it just increases your sales for your products, assuming your products line with the expectations and needs of your audience. But I'm going to assume that you're going to make that happen. So that's a big thing that I love about being a YouTuber. It can be a conduit to promote your own products and help a lot of people in the process. The seventh thing I love about being a YouTuber is you can theoretically work from anywhere. Now, what I mean by that is your career is really attached to your computer and your phone. It's attached to your hardware, I'll say that. So hardware can be moved. Now, if you go with an office setup, I guess you could be stuck in one place, but you don't have to do that. Like in my case, my means of making videos, I can make them on the go. All I need is my phone and my MacBook. So I can make them on the other side of town. I can make them while I'm on vacation, even though you're probably not going to see that, to be honest. I can basically make them anywhere that has a Wi-Fi connection. And I should take that back. That's for the uploading of it to YouTube. I could actually make the videos anywhere because you don't need internet connection for that. You just need everything that you have on your computer that you use for editing. So in summary, I love how mobile being a YouTuber is. The eighth thing that I like about being a YouTuber is you can share your knowledge and experience with your viewers. So YouTube can be a great conduit to just share things. Now you can entertain your audience or you can educate them. I fall under the category of educating. And the way I educate is by sharing my experiences so people can learn from them. Now we all make mistakes. Mistakes are just part of learning, but that doesn't mean that you have to personally make them. You can watch someone else make the mistake and just learn from their mistake, and then you can get the outcome that you want just by watching the mistakes of others. I don't mind being a conduit for the mistakes so that y'all can just get the outcome without having to go through them rather. And that's what I love about being a YouTuber is it lets you do that on such a large scale. You can do that in person like I do, but on YouTube you can show a lot of people the same thing and change a lot of lives just by sharing your knowledge and experience. The ninth thing that I like about being a YouTuber is it's a creative outlet. So if you're a creative person, which I would say you got to be at least a little creative to want to play around with YouTube, because from a production standpoint, you got to do stuff to catch people's eyes. So I think you're a tad bit creative if you're thinking about being a YouTuber. But there's so many things that you can do when it comes to video production that it can be a creative outlet. Putting pictures here, moving videos around, telling stories in a creative way. I mean, there's just so many ways that you can be creative if you choose to. So it can be a very interesting creative outlet. And that's something that I personally love about being a YouTuber. And the 10th thing I love about being a YouTuber, and this is very underrated and a lot of people don't actually talk about this, but it can be a conduit for advertising your products, which I've already said, but this is getting a little more specific. So we already know that channels can make money off of ad revenue because there are ads that appear inside your video. But if you use Google Ads yourself, you can actually target your own videos so that your ads are pop on your channel. Now, if someone on your channel watches your ad, they're pretty likely to at least click on the link to check out your product. So YouTube can be a conduit to move your ads to show your audience. And the funny thing is, you're not a stranger to these people because they watch you on the regular. So there's a good chance they're actually gonna take the desired call to action that the ad has and go to whatever conversion page or check this out or check that out if you're targeting just your viewers. And I think that's just beautiful. So a lot of people are sleeping on that. If you use Google Ads, you actually might want to consider it. I've used Google Ads in the past, targeted my YouTube videos and my YouTube audience specifically, and had some pretty good results. So don't sleep on Google Ads in that regard, because it can yield some amazing results. And with that being said, that's 10 things I love about being a YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber, what things do you like about this experience? I'd love to hear them in the comment section below. If you have any questions or comments, even if you're not a YouTuber, feel free to leave those as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I come out with another video. And I wouldn't be true to myself if I didn't do something I just talked about in my list. So if you're looking to master the art of personal finance, learn how to budget properly and which streams of income work best for your personality, you want to check out my book, The Anatomy of Financial Success, the key to building financial confidence and destroying your insecurities about money. Link is in the description and the pinned comment, and it's available on paperback, audiobook, and Kindle. This has been Elijah with Financial Anatomy. Don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny. See you next time.